Native English is dead. For years, students have been told that perfection, like native-like English pronunciation, flawless grammar, and accent imitation, is the ultimate goal. But here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. The age of native-like English is dying. And that's a good thing, because the future of English isn't the old cliche like British or American. It's global, diverse, and human. Today we'll explore how this obsession with sounding perfect was born, why it's finally collapsing, and how you can reclaim your voice, the real one, without apology. So stay tuned. Let's start with where this idea came from. For decades, English was treated like a passport, a symbol of education, opportunity, and prestige. Colonialism, global media, and Western universities all helped create a powerful myth that the closer you sound to a native speaker, the smarter, more professional, more powerful, and more successful you are. So teachers were trained to eliminate accents. Students were praised for imitation, not for communication. And fluency became a performance, not a connection. But here's the irony. Most native speakers can't agree on what perfect English even is. Listen to how English sounds in London, Sydney, or Toronto. It's not one voice, it's a symphony. Yet millions of learners are still told to chase a single accent, a ghost, that even native speakers don't share. The problem isn't learning pronunciation, it's linking it to your worth. When learners chase native-like perfection, something tragic happens. They start doubting themselves. They silence their voices before finishing a sentence. They believe that a tiny slip or accent means failure. And over time, they don't just lose confidence, they lose authenticity. You see, accent isn't a mistake, it's a story. The sound of where you've been, what you've overcome, and how you see the world. But the global classroom has long punished difference. It told millions of brilliant minds, your English is not enough. You sound foreign. You'll never sound natural. What they really meant was, you'll never sound like us. And that's exactly why this myth must die. Because the purpose of language isn't imitation, it's connection. And if the world still can't hear you because of your accent, that's not your failure. That's their limitation. Something revolutionary is happening right now. More than 80% of daily English conversations in the world happen between non-native speakers. That means that the native accent is no longer the global default. It's just one variation among thousands. English has become a bridge, not a border. A living language that belongs to everyone who uses it, whether you're in Nairobi, Mumbai, or Kenya. And this new reality demands a shift in mindset. Instead of asking, how can I sound more native? Ask, how can I sound more clear, confident, and authentic? Because clarity connects, confidence persuades, and authenticity inspires. That's what true fluency looks like. Not imitation, but intention. Let's get practical. How do you shift from chasing perfection to owning your voice? Well, here are 5 mindset shifts that change everything. 1. Clarity beats accent. Focus on rhythm, stress, and pacing, not on sounding British or American. People care about understanding you, not your vowels. 2. Communication over correction. Fluency is not about grammar accuracy, it's about flow. Mistakes are part of natural conversation, even for native speakers. 3. Stop apologizing for your voice. Never begin a sentence with, sorry, my English isn't good. It is good. It's evolving. Confidence is the clearest accent of all. 4. Listen globally. Expose yourself to diverse Englishes. Indian English, African English, European English. You'll train your ear and broaden your respect for the language's true range. 5. Teach yourself emotional fluency. Fluency isn't just linguistic, it's emotional. Learn to pause, react, laugh, and connect in English. That's what makes communication real. You don't need to erase your accent to be understood. You need to believe that your voice is worthy of being heard. When you stop chasing perfection, you start sounding alive. You stop copying and you start creating. That's when your English stops being a performance and becomes a part of who you really are. Your accent is your fingerprint. It tells your listener, I've come a long way to speak to you. And that, my friend, is powerful. So let the old idea of native-like English rest in peace. The world doesn't need more perfect voices. It needs more real ones. The death of native-like English isn't a loss, it's liberation. English is no longer owned by a few nations. It's owned by you, the learners, the teachers, the dreamers who use it to express truth across borders. So next time someone tells you to sound more native, smile and say, no, I'd rather sound like myself. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who's ever felt not enough in English. Subscribe to the LinguaFox podcast for more episodes that challenge the myths, honor the learners, and redefine what mastery really means. Because here on LinguaFox, we don't chase perfection. We chase authenticity, excellence, and vision.